The world stopped scrolling when Princess Charlene of Monaco broke her silence with words that cut straight to the heart of what it means to struggle, survive, and ultimately find hope again. In a rare moment of vulnerability that has sent shockwaves through royal circles and beyond, the elegant princess opened up about her healing journey with a message so raw and real that it reminds us royals are human too, facing battles most of us will never see behind those palace walls. Her words were simple yet profound, admitting that healing is difficult while leaving space for something we all desperately need right now: hope. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because we're diving deep into the stories that matter, the moments that move us, and the truth behind the tiaras. Drop a comment below telling us what you think about Princess Charlene's brave message, and don't forget to share this with anyone who needs to hear that they're not alone in their struggles. Princess Charlene has become one of the most compelling figures in modern royalty, not because of scandal or spectacle, but because of her quiet strength in the face of adversity that would break most people. The former Olympic swimmer from South Africa who became Monaco's princess has weathered storms that tabloids have speculated about endlessly, from serious health complications to intense public scrutiny about her marriage to Prince Albert and her role in one of Europe's oldest royal families. But what makes this latest message so powerful is that it comes directly from her, unfiltered and honest, acknowledging the reality that recovery from anything, whether physical illness or emotional turmoil, is never a straight line and never easy. The princess has faced multiple health challenges over recent years that forced her to spend extended periods away from Monaco, including a serious ear, nose, and throat infection that required multiple surgeries and kept her in South Africa for months. The separation from her twins, Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, during that time was reportedly agonizing, and the physical complications were severe enough to prevent her from flying. When she finally returned home, the world watched as she appeared at public events looking noticeably different, sparking endless speculation and concern about what she had truly endured. Some reports suggested she had lost a dangerous amount of weight, while others whispered about exhaustion so profound that she needed extensive rest and rehabilitation. What followed were more absences and more rumors, with some sources claiming she spent time in a treatment facility outside Monaco focusing on her overall well-being. The royal palace remained largely silent during these periods, issuing only brief statements that confirmed she was receiving care but provided few details, which naturally fueled even more intense speculation. Through it all, Princess Charlene maintained her dignity, appearing when she could at important events but never feeling obligated to explain every detail of her private medical journey to a public that demanded answers she wasn't ready or required to give. Now, with this latest message acknowledging that healing is difficult, the princess is essentially validating what millions of people around the world experience every single day. Whether you're recovering from surgery, working through grief, rebuilding after loss, or simply trying to find yourself again after life has knocked you down repeatedly, healing is hard work that doesn't happen overnight despite what social media might make you believe. There's no magic formula, no quick fix, no instant transformation from broken to whole. It's messy and uncomfortable and full of setbacks that make you question whether you're making any progress at all. But here's where Princess Charlene's message becomes truly powerful and why it's resonating so deeply with people far beyond royal watchers. That little word, but, hanging at the end of her acknowledgement that healing is difficult suggests there's more to the story, that difficulty doesn't mean impossibility, that struggle doesn't equal defeat. It's the linguistic equivalent of taking a breath before continuing, of pausing to gather strength before pushing forward, of admitting the hard truth while refusing to let that truth be the final word. That tiny conjunction carries the weight of hope, resilience, and determination that defines someone who has faced darkness and decided to keep searching for light. Princess Charlene has always been something of an outsider in the rarefied world of European royalty. Unlike many who marry into these families, she came from a completely different background as a competitive athlete who spent years training in pools and representing South Africa at the highest levels of international sport. She met Prince Albert at a swimming competition in Monaco, and their romance eventually led to a lavish royal wedding that the world watched with fascination, seeing this athletic blonde beauty become a real-life princess. But fairy tales and reality rarely match up perfectly, and the adjustment to royal life appeared challenging from the beginning for someone so independent and used to the structured world of elite athletics. The contrast between her previous life and her royal duties couldn't be more stark. Where swimming provided clear goals, measurable progress, and concrete achievements, royal life offers constant scrutiny, rigid protocols, and expectations that shift like sand beneath your feet. Every outfit is analyzed, every expression is interpreted, every public appearance is graded on scales she never asked to be measured by. For someone who thrived on physical challenge and athletic competition, the ceremonial aspects of royalty and the relentless public attention must have felt suffocating at times, like being trapped in a gilded cage where even your healing process becomes public property. Her children, the adorable twins who are now growing up before the world's eyes, have been her anchor and her motivation through everything. Prince Jacques, the heir to the throne, and Princess Gabriella are frequently photographed with their mother at official events, and the love between them is unmistakable and genuine. Being separated from them during her health crisis in South Africa was reportedly the hardest part of an already difficult situation, and her determination to get back to them likely fueled her recovery more than any medical intervention ever could. That's the power of love and purpose when you're in the depths of healing from anything that tries to take you down. The Monaco royal family itself has faced its share of challenges and transformations over the years. Prince Albert has had to navigate his own controversies while supporting his wife through her health struggles, and the family has worked to present a united front even when speculation about their private life reaches fever pitch. The Principality of Monaco, that tiny sovereign city-state on the French Riviera known for glamour, wealth, and the legacy of Princess Grace Kelly, watches its royal family with pride mixed with the inevitable curiosity that comes with celebrity status on a global scale. What makes Princess Charlene's message about healing particularly timely is that we're living in an era where mental health, physical recovery, and emotional well-being are finally being discussed more openly than ever before. Celebrities and public figures are increasingly willing to admit they struggle, that they need help, that they're not always okay, and this honesty is literally saving lives by reducing stigma and making others feel less alone. When a princess, someone who lives in a palace and wears priceless jewelry and attends state dinners, says that healing is difficult, she's building a bridge between her world and ours, reminding us that pain and struggle don't discriminate based on title or bank account. The fact that she coupled this acknowledgement with hope, even if implied rather than explicitly stated, shows emotional maturity and hard-won wisdom. Easy healing isn't real healing. Quick fixes don't last. Real transformation requires going through the difficulty rather than around it, facing what hurts rather than numbing it, and accepting that some days you'll feel worse before you feel better. Princess Charlene seems to understand this on a profound level now, and her willingness to share even this small glimpse into her journey is a gift to everyone who needs permission to struggle while still holding on to hope that things can improve. Looking at recent photographs of the princess, there's something different in her eyes, a quality that suggests someone who has been to dark places and found their way back changed but not destroyed. She appears more grounded, more present, more comfortable in her own skin despite or perhaps because of everything she's endured. Her fashion choices remain impeccable, her public demeanor remains gracious, but there's an authenticity now that perhaps wasn't there before, the kind that only comes from being broken down and rebuilt by experience that strips away everything fake. As Princess Charlene continues her journey, whatever form that takes, she carries with her the support of people around the world who see themselves in her struggle and draw strength from her perseverance. She didn't have to say anything. She could have remained silent and let the speculation continue unchallenged. But by acknowledging the difficulty of healing while leaving space for hope, she's done something incredibly brave and generous, especially for someone in a position where vulnerability is often seen as weakness rather than the tremendous strength it actually requires. So here's the question I want to leave you with, and I really want you to think about this and share your honest thoughts in the comments below. When someone in a position of privilege and power like Princess Charlene admits that healing is difficult, does it make you feel more seen in your own struggles, or does it feel disconnected from the reality of everyday people who don't have access to the resources she has?